Hey guys, this is Tigers coming back to you with episode 5 of New Adventure. And I wasn't joking when I literally say I'd log off and then log back on only when I'm streaming or recording content for this. But there's kind of a bit of a change plan for 2D. So for the next couple of streams, it's basically just going to be... I wouldn't necessarily call it the funnest thing in the world. I know it's not, but we are literally just going to be getting resources to then build after we do a nice little bit of fishing first. And by getting resources, I literally mean just mean things like not necessarily getting dirt, but like getting some stone, putting stone to smelt, getting wood and all that lot. Because hopefully my plan is to essentially do a full straight case of building and not needing to. Now, why am I going around getting raw salmon? I was gonna come fishing, but then it's like, hold on, there's literal salmon in here. I'm hoping 6 pieces of salmon is kind of enough to tame at least one, potentially a couple cats. Because I know there's some around here because it's a village and they spawn. But I don't know if they're still around here. But this area potentially will just be getting snocked. The houses will probably stay how they not necessarily how they are, but for instance, all you'll see is the floor. Should I just be eating the apples as well? Probably, but I like to keep apples just so when I do get gold and need golden apples, I don't have to go searching for golden apples. Granted, I probably can also just make a tree farm. I have no idea what wood they've used. Is it just oak? I should have presumed just oak. Yeah, so I probably will be using things like stone and oak, and I'm not going to spend too long, probably just going to spend a couple more minutes just seeing if I can find a cat. Annoyingly, I've seen 10 to 15, not 10 to 15, but I've seen 5 to 7 of them. Not all at once, but I've seen a small group over time. Damn you, chicken. The temptation to take one of the belts just built on my front door. Like those guys probably will be getting moved into like a proper pen. Like these horses at some point will also be getting moved. But yeah, we're literally just going to be going and getting like. So it's going to be way too pointless just to take oak. I am literally just making another one. We're not going to go like. I don't plan to go like too far down. But it's literally just going to be the next couple streams. We are literally just going to be getting like things like cobblestone to like smelt. Potentially smelt anyway because. Nope, that sounds like. Never mind. That's cobblestone, right? Yeah, that's cobblestone, and I don't dislike how that looks. Reason why it's literally safer to essentially staircase down and then like strip mine from there. It's like worst case scenario, like if you're digging straight down, eventually you're gonna end up something like lava. Yeah, this would be 10 times quicker using the iron pickaxe. I probably should, but at the same point, until I get some more iron, I don't want to waste it just in case. Because there very much could be a point where I've got like, where I'm like near diamonds and like, either the iron pickaxe is broken, I don't have to bear out to make a new one, or it's just about to break and like I'm missing out on diamonds. It looks like it's gonna be coming night soon. Also might just go sort of like a wander in like a direction for a while. At some point, I do want to locate preferably a zombie spawner. A skeleton spawner would also work for what I want to do with one. A spider one would too. But the reason I say zombie is because of the fact of zombie spawners don't have the annoying problem of needing to deal with something being able to go under small objects or firing arrows at you. Because I want to make essentially a zombie XP farm. I made a very, and I mean a very simple one. On like a friend's world. I probably will just turn them into some sort of stone bricks. On a friend's realm, and for a good while it was the best way to get XP because like you'd stand at the top for like you'd go AFK up there's like a little room that oversaw everything. You'd go AFK up there. And you just let a few zombies spawn in, then you go down to the bottom and kill them. Originally, considering the fact that we didn't have that many resources, it was made with the very much intent of there's like 5 hoppers. There was 5 hoppers at the front, and what I could have done is just essentially put water into like a corner or something, and just had it so zombies like all float to like one area. You kill them there, and they all drop. The problem with that is, I use a fire aspect sword, which is why it's not so as efficient as it could be. But because of that, granted, I put them into a case of they're just a tap. And from what I can tell, cobblestone deep set is essentially just cobblestone, but like for the most part, it's just hardened over time. Also, for anyone who did see last stream and just wondered why the hell it's like you just see like essentially for the simplest part, like the equivalent of pictures. That's because I was an idiot. It's not the first time I've done it. If you go back to, granted this has happened in the space of 2 weeks. It's literally the stream right above episode 2 of New Adventures, but in that stream, I'm pretty sure it was that stream anyway, I was literally just being like, I was like talking for the full length and cut into like the 40, like about the last like I was talking like the first 40 minutes. Because it is like an hour and 40 minute stream. Maybe just a bit over. And it's like, so then my backtrack through it's like, hold on, why the which I will explain in a second. Then going back with episode 4, and it's like, hold on, why the hell is the orange light on my controller? Because guys, PS5 controllers have essentially a mute function built in. I like it, I really do, it is handy. Because like, you used to have to, I think it was that fact, or you used to have to go into like the party to do it. So yeah, like you used to have to go into a part, into like the party, like chat, and all that lot to mute because your mic didn't used to essentially like transmit your voice. And by transmit your voice, I mean PlayStation. I don't know whether it's the same with the Xbox Series controllers because I don't own one, and I've never seen a controller for the Xbox Series X or S. But because the PS5s essentially have a microphone built in, now both me and a mate Blue Ninja find this kind of a funny way. I believe I might have been on GTA at the time, and I was like, why the hell is my voice, why the hell can I hear my voice? So, I was like, hold on, so I think I might have been messing around with something, and I did, and then speaking when I mentioned it to Bruno, he was like, hey, did you know PS5 controllers have, a microphone button? He's like, yeah, funny story, and then, because he was speaking to Lord Iridian, and he's like, hold on, just be a second, I think he was saying to himself anyway. He's like, okay. Is that Bedrock? Guys, I'm doing this for a scientific reason. That is Bedrock. Well, I wasn't necessarily planning all the way down here, and I still only took 2 stone shovels, pickaxes. But yeah, so we both found it in kind of a funny way that PlayStation controllers have a microphone built in. So if you do get a PS5 and you're wondering if ever it happens again, because the time's a charm. Basically, it's just the case of because of the fact that they have essentially, if you see an orange light on that PS5 controller, it means it's basically on mute. But yeah, I had that for the full last episode 4, and basically all I was saying is stuff that's essentially just contributed now. Because it was a case of, I know I said I was going to build my house this episode and stuff and all that lot, but it's change of plans and... Oh! Okay. That's... I'm gonna essentially try and get, say, 3 more stacks. Just let me know whether I do have spare iron. Guys, what I might end up doing this trade, depending on how long it takes me to, because what I want to do is try and get, say, a full 2 stacks worth of like wood, potentially more, a good couple stacks of stone, and like smelt it. I don't really use the iron pickaxes because it is a lot quicker. I probably am going like way too far because I could just dig out a room, but at some point in time, you never know, I might essentially want to turn these rooms into something. Or even just a case of like doing multiple like story farms and having like a long ass tutorial that makes it so much easier. Like I don't remember making the iron pickaxe. Like I also don't remember getting an iron pickaxe. The reason I am essentially because right now I do have more than enough cobblestone, like hopefully more enough. But like I also then want like a spare like stack just in case I need any. Because one iron pickaxe has basically allowed me to get like 4 full stacks. I'm presuming if it's creepers are down here, I'm presuming it's probably night. No, it looks like day. No, it is night. I have no idea why that. Let me know if I was just being blind, guys. Although there is a very good chance after I've done streaming Minecraft, I probably will end up live on Twitch. Basically, guys, if I don't completely feel like deal with the full because I typically try to essentially 5 days per stream, which might sound like barely anything in context compared to the fact that some people willingly do it like 100 days and all that lot. That's edited down content into essentially the lens of what I do. And even then, those 5 days, they're about an hour and a half per stream. Usually about an hour. But that's just because of a case of sleeping for like 4 of those days, half an hour classifies as that. Those big trees I'm not going to touch. Because I really don't want to deal with them. It is mainly just for when I'm around here, I can actually stand around here and, like, granted, like, I'm still going to fall it there, but it can't always be pitch perfect. Like, I don't actually know whether they've had or I will, because the reason I'm doing this now is just for the case of when I do go to build my house, it's just gonna be a lot simpler if I've got like a base set, if I've got like a good set of materials already. Because like right now, that's almost like 4 stacks of like base wood. I don't mind when it's essentially just a case of the odd log is out. But it's a lot more annoying when you full on have to go and be like, I'm Chainsaw Man. Now I'm gonna have a look, see if I can see a cat. Until I do find a couple cats, it's literally just gonna be a case of trying to track down the cat. It seems like episode 15, it's like, okay, today guys, we are getting a cat. No, if no boss, we are getting one. Like, most people have got, like, a full-on, like, diamond house built by this point, and it's just me being like, I'm still living out of a couple, like, I'm still essentially living out of a tent. Which, I don't mind. Like, not necessarily, it's debatable if it can be classified as my most recent, essentially, reset of an Ark map. But on a server for Ark that I play on with Lord of Radiant Blue Ninja, originally for that, I was like, yeah, I'm living in a boat. Literally on like a raft, on the ocean, living on it. I don't need a house, I don't need all that. All I'm going to need is something to essentially store dinos, which that's essentially just going to have like a nice little add-on. Yeah, and guys, anyone who has seen me live stream Ark, you'll know that that didn't go to plan because that was that world. Although before I can finish this stream, I'm going to set my goal to at least 2 stacks. I mean like 2 full stacks. Because there are going to be points where, like people aren't always in the essentially way to predict this case of, this is when you typically end, like, the streams. There be points where I've essentially been down to like a mine for like 2-3 days, and it's already like an hour. I knew it was coming night. Well, time to come back to cutting trees. Well, I'm saying that, like, set myself, say, a case of, like, 2 full stacks. Isn't that much considering when you put into consideration, like, that's a full stack and that didn't take me that long. I'm saying the only rule for the mouse part is I can't exactly just go, oh, I've got bones on me, why don't I just start bone milling trees? Because at that point I may as well just set it to like 4 or 5 stacks. Although these days do seem to go pretty quick. At some point when I have like a decent amount of iron, I would essentially like go do a thing where every so often, like, granted like, it'd be sort of like a lowered like roof thing where there's just sort of like a bunch of like oak, probably oak saplings, I don't know if it works all of them. And there's just like a bunch of like, say, like this, not hoppers underneath, collecting all the wood. That's it for the game started to crash. Also, feel free to name the pets. They don't have names yet. When they eventually get a dog house, because I don't remember, I'm just going to do a room in the house because it is technically big enough, although I kind of want to make it a few more bits, like a bit bigger. It could just be this texture pack, but it already looks like it's turned into night again. Okay, we're going to change that to like 3 stacks, because like I got 2 pretty quick. I mean, to be fair, I'm getting the 3rd pretty quick too. I'm replanting them because of the fact of it be a case of I'll need more like saplings at some point. Guys, I don't like fully condone this, but that is the simplest way that you can get your health back. Lucky enough isn't hardcore, otherwise that would be death. Some trees you can tell it's a case of, yeah, that looks way too big, it's gonna be way too much for a pain. Like, in most cases, like, you get like 7 blocks from each. Not even 7 that time. I said in most cases, like 57, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. But yeah, that's like 3-4 stacks, and we'll get the rest like next episode. We'll line up a few now, but like, how does this in a night? Nope, why am I wrong? Although I might try and just get a 4 stack too. Mainly because I do honestly believe it's only going to take me like 10 minutes. I basically sleep for night 'cause it's easier. Well, we have one more day left to go and get literal another 75, well, another 75%. In reality, another half. Out of 100, wise it well would be. This is basically the reason I never go after big trees, because like they're more annoying when they're, because like even if they've just got the tiny bit of wood left. Granted, they give you a good bit of wood, but they are so much more annoying to deal with. This is 1% gonna give me like one spare and one not enough. Perfect. Like, to me, this looks like it's turning dark, so I then go, oh, need sleep. But yeah, that is like 4 sacks. We're basically just gonna go and have a look, see. Guys, it reflects. Until I get like a proper farm set up, it does refill the young. I do have salmon, I know. But like, I can't be asked to go fishing again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, granted, these are probably gonna barely be enough to feed a cat. Which is why I probably will just go and get some more salmon. See, back in my day, to get a pet cat, you used to have to travel all the way to a jungle, find an ocelot that would run everywhere from you, hope for a goddamn sake it stays in one place that you force feed it fish, then decide it wants to be your friend. Oh my god, can you not? That but just making me take pity on him. Now I'm pretty sure it's starting to become night. Yeah, we have 18 pieces of salmon, so if we do bump into a cat, it's not going to be the biggest problem in the world. Fishing is not like a necessary thing as much as it used to be to get them. Like, granted, you still can, and it still is a point because you can get some rare things from fishing. So it's not completely useless. But, like, if all you're wanting is essentially some fish, it's, I think, slightly quicker just to go and find, like, salmon or, like, fish in the ocean. Game, you cannot tell me it's not night. It is 100% night. Granted, a bunch of you can only sleep during a thunderstorm is annoying. But at the same point, it's gonna let me sleep at some point. And I've almost been streaming for an hour. How long is... Okay, so yeah, this is about on par. Makes I'm pretty sure like the game going Okay, give him the moon's out. I knew putting a campfire there was dangerous. I just didn't know until now. Well, in about 30 seconds game, I'm going to be in the stream. Okay, so this is basically the normal point where it would, but like, considering the fact I'm pretty sure I wasted like an additional minute to 2 down in the mines. Okay, yeah, daylight cycle is on. I didn't waste that much longer. But yeah, guys, that will be the end of the stream. Episode 6 should be near the end of the week, or more specifically, look out for the next stream for episode 6. In episode 6, we'll basically be doing like similar things, but be more specific about stuff we need. But until then, this is Tigress signing off. Bye.